Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Simply Stitching Ocala. I am Jody, and I am back for another week. I did miss last week as I have been sick for a little over a week now, so I'm going to try hard not to cough. And I was sick enough that I literally was laying around doing nothing, including not even stitching. So, I didn't feel good if I wasn't even stitching. So I just wanted to say thanks again for everybody who's returning, come back to watch me again. I did release a video last weekend that I'll make sure I link below that was about making counting pins, which a while ago I didn't even know what they were. Probably like in the last year I knew what they were, but I still never did anything about it. And then my friend Alicia, we were on a call and she was talking about making and she made hers, and they're so cute with beads, but I was like, I don't want to make the same thing. So then I looked them up and I saw that there's somebody that makes them look like spools, but using buttons, but like she hand does the button part with clay. And I was like, okay, I need something easy. So I found little spools at Hobby Lobby. Anyways, so I will make sure I link that below if you would like to see the counting pins I made. I was going to bring them in and I forgot. So I won't show them today. So as far as previous finishes, I don't really have any to show because I don't really have any St. Patrick's Day. I have this one that I've already showed you before, and then you can't see that one. That's the Hugs and Kisses. I mean, not the Hugs and Kisses, sorry. Shamrock Wishes. But I need to do some more St. Patty's Day. I do have that one that's up there, and it's a small one. I can't remember if it's a Lizzie Kate. Like I made that one several years ago, and I don't have any information on it. So I'm going to hopefully make some more, and then I'll have some more to show you. So because again of being sick, I do not have any fully finished. I do have a couple that I finished right before I got sick, so I'll start with that. So this one, let me use the back of this. I was going to have a board and then I forgot. This one is Hugs and Kisses by Erica Michaels. And that's a free pattern if you go to her Facebook group, if you're part of her Facebook group. And I will make sure that I link that below as I'm going to finish that into a pillow, even though it's after Valentine's because I was sick. I still want to go ahead and finish it maybe this week and just put it away for next year so I have it so it's done, as I like to have things made and then done. Another whip that's old whip. I don't even know when this came out. 2018. This is Queen Bee Flower Farm, hands-on design, and that's with Priscilla before she was on her own. And if you know me, this is large. Jody likes to do small pieces. So I don't know what count this is. Because it's just on a scrap from a long time ago. But this is just a small section of the chart that's up here on the chart. And I just did that to go along with my bee display. And again, that one is Queen Bee Flower Farm by Hands-On Design. And then the last one, this is my club, Life is a Bowl of Cross Stitch from Pine Needles. And so this will be a roll. It comes like this, so they have the Ada already stitched on their fabric that they do for that month for your design. And so I need to fully finish that to put in the dough bowl. And it came with some other things. It came with a crocheted clover and a little card. And then there's another smaller design also that goes with this. Excuse me. That's a little girl, I think maybe is she with an umbrella? I can't quite remember, but I apologize. So hopefully maybe I'll get that finished this week also, so I can have some fully finished stuff. So I guess I'll go into, I had haul on here, but I guess I'll go into whips first. So, like I said, I did not stitch a lot this week, actually like the last week and a few days because of not feeling well. But I did stitch a couple things. So first I'll show you. So this is All Things Grow with Love, and it is in, I'm trying to see what her name is. Carolyn with Fab Shabby Rose design. So this is the back, and then this is the front. And I haven't gotten a huge start, and I did change my colors. So the pattern has pinks and reds, and if anybody knows me, you know that I love aquas. So far I changed the things to a different, instead of the pink. So that I'm actually using, let me see, I'm using Really Tealy for that. And then I'm going to be using a lighter 1092 aqua that I'm going to be using in there also. And then the house, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the aquas, or I might then for the house have it be like more of blues and have it be Rain Shower and Flurries. So Rain Shower is a Classic Colorworks and Flurries is a Color and Cotton. So I'm just kind of playing as I go to see what I like. So again, didn't get a huge start on that. Very small start, some words, but at least it's something. And then the new, if you haven't seen it, although I think it's most people have theirs by now. So this is Stitching with the Seasons by Stitching with the Housewives. That's the exclusive club at Fat Quarter Shop, which I do believe is sold out, but I'm not sure if they will have any at any point. So this is spring, and I'm using all the called for colors, so it comes in this bag, which is super cute. Apologize. And it comes with everything that you need. The only thing is it came with, so it comes with this finishing fabric for after. It comes with all the floss. It comes with this bag charm, which is cute. And the only thing I changed, so I'm still using, let's see what it's actually called. So in the kit, the fabric that came with it is 28 count even weave thin white pine board. And also, if you know me, my eyes, even with magnifiers or whatever, I can only stitch on 16 count. I mean, I've tried other counts. I'm not comfortable with it. I don't enjoy it. So sticking with the 16 count, and my friend Denise Stitches, she knows. She's 16 count girl too. Anyways, so I actually had the same 16 count thin white pine board as well. So I just switched it out. And so this is how much I have done on that. So I have a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do across the bottom. I don't think I'm going to do the very bottom row that says March, April, May, and then has the two flowers under the houses. I think I'm going to leave that part off. So that might be the only thing I change besides the count of the fabric, is I might leave that row off. And then, oh, and I also, so I'm using the thread catcher from Chris Sherman. She had posted that sometimes she's going to post misfits on her website. So I don't know if it was just testing a pattern. I mean, I know she put she pointed out that the tag is under the button. But you know, this is my floss. Super neat. Um, but anyway, so I got that off of her website. And I like if she has misfits on there because I can make this as well, but I just also like to support other small businesses. So, and I like using those for my floss as I'm going. So another whip I have is from, I believe it's from Mania from 2021, which I'm fine. I have a lot of whips. I don't know if I actually have 37. I said that number when I was at a one-day retreat this weekend to Denise that was sitting next to me. I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't stress me out to have a lot of them, but I do feel like I need to do Hannah's suggestion of the stitch it or ditch it, and go back because I feel like some of them are from several years ago when I started, and some of my taste has changed, and maybe I don't love them anymore. And am I really going to stitch them? So at some point, I really need to really do that. So this one I took to the one-day retreat at Brick City here in Ocala, Florida on Saturday. And this one is the Plum Street Samplers Henpeck. And so like I said, this is a bit from 2021. And I had the black chicken all outlined. So that's what I did. I filled that all in at the retreat because that was easy. And I hadn't been out of the house in a week since being sick. And I may have been talking a lot and not actually stitching very much. So this was actually good because I didn't actually have to look at the pattern. I can just sit there and mindlessly fill in, which I loved. And then the last one I just started last night. So my friend Jessica, I know she had posted the other day on her Jessica of Sweetwater Stitcher on her Flosstube about the pattern My Work Is Done. And who is it by? It says it's borrowed from an 1814 sampler by Margaret Dickens. Anyways, I just love that for my stitching room because that's all my colors. And Jessica said that she thought of me when she saw this. So anyways, she brought this to me, this magazine. She brought this to me on Saturday so that I could stitch it. So I'm pretty much using the called for colors. Some fancy floss or overdyed floss, and some are the called for DMC. And I'm doing it on 16 count, the pale gray gingham. So this was the start I had on that last night. And so I actually am very behind. I have not worked on my temperature chart at all for February. All I have stitched, I think, is the first 7 days of February, but just the tops and bottoms of the spools. But then part of me is like, maybe I'll just wait for the whole month to be done of February, which it's almost done next week. And then the following month, take a day or two and just work on it and then be done, So I'm not good at the every week thing, and plans change and I get distracted and go to something else. So, and that's okay. So that was my whips. And then I know I've talked about this with you guys before. I still need to make a decision. Next week starts the PC Hive Rules, which is being hosted by Denise. There is a Facebook group for that. I'll make sure I link it below. And that pattern is by Primrose Cottage Stitches, the Hive Rules. And so I finally did get in the Flair fabric that looks like the honeycombs. But then I also have this 16 count Olympia that I really like. And I don't know, the coloring, I'd seen this when we were at Annabelles All Things Winter Retreat, and the coloring was different, but it wasn't on Ada for this fabric flare. So I don't think I love it on the fabric flare, and I don't know if it's going to be, like, I have both of them put on here to try to show you, but I don't know with the lighting if you're actually going to be able to see. I don't necessarily like the coloring. I don't know. And then when I like lay the colors, the floss on it, which I'm using the called for DMC, which I don't think you'll be able to tell. You won't, but I know that I bought this honeycomb fabric specifically for it, but I don't love it. So yeah, I may just go with the 16 count hand-dyed Olympia, which I believe that's by Mystic Fabrics. I'll make sure that I put a link below, but pretty sure that's by Mystic Fabrics. And then let's see, haul. Okay, so for haul, I have found lately that I seem to be doing a lot of the round finishes, and I do have the sticky boards in 2 different sizes from Fat Border Shop. But then I always feel like that is, sometimes it'll just fit the design, but then if I want another board behind it, then, like I'm trying to find something in the right circle to trace it, and then I'm cutting it out. Sorry, I have an earpiece in, and it keeps falling out, so I apologize. So then I have to cut it out with the scissors, and I feel like then when I cut it, it's still, no matter how nice I try to cut it, it just doesn't look that great. So anyways, I found these cardboard circles. The shop is called Studio Cee, which is CEE, and I'll make sure I link it below. And she has every different size you could want, but I got the bigger ones since I do already have the other sticky board ones. So I got a 4.5 inch size and then a 5 inch size. So this actually can, fit with room around it if I was finishing that size. But then also if I had a smaller size, this could be the background of the smaller size. Or if I wanted to have more room, have the smaller size I wanted, on this bigger 5 inch. So, excuse me, let me take a sip. My plan is I will probably, since these are not sticky, is actually just probably use a little bit of spray adhesive, like just spray it on there and then wrap my fabric on it. And sometimes I do use batting and I don't, but I just wanted to have like some additional circle sizes that are already cut nicely and not me having to cut them. So that's that. Let's see. I also got this when I was at Joanns before I was sick. I did get some ribbon that I saw. And is this one wired? Yes. And this has bees on it. It was on an end cap at Joanns. And it's wired. And then also this kind of really pale blue gray with like a little stripe down the center. And I just thought, like, in looking at the colors like of the DMC, that I'll definitely be using this for Hive Rules, some type of finishing. Sorry, I can't get it to go good. For some type of finishing on there. So I just picked those up with the intention of that. Oh, and I did bring it in here. Okay, so these are what I was talking about earlier that I made the counting pins. Excuse me. So they are, again, I'll link the video, but I'm trying to look for the piece of paper. Sorry. See if you can see it better. So they're just a small spool, and there's a bead on the top of this pin that I got in the jewelry section that's glued, and then I put the spool on, and then I put a little glue, and then I put the bead at the bottom on. And then again, you're just using them. So like, say you have to count over, 40 spaces, and how many times you count over, and then you're like, okay, I think that's it, and you mark it, and then you count again, and you count again. So this you could use and stick in your fabric like every 10 spots, so you don't have to recount your fabric 100 times. But I wasn't going to go into full detail on that, so I'll just make sure that I link that video below, so that if you're interested in how to make the counting pins yourself. Super inexpensive, super easy to make, not a difficult craft at all. That you could do that. All right, so then I also got some 16 count fabric from Forbidden Fiber, which I had not purchased from before. So the first one I purchased is called Tumbleweed, and it's kind of like a tanny yellow. I don't really want to take one out of the package, kind of like a tanny yellow. The next one I purchased, this one is called Filtered Sunlight. So this one is more just yellow, kind of with splotches on the white. And then that black you see is just that they serge the edges with black thread. This one is a light, this one's really pretty. This is a light pink called Rose Petal. And that one's really, really pretty. So that'll be doing something for my spring. And then this one I really like as well. This one, it's a blue, but it's almost in like a light blue, but like a little bit of aqua. This one is called Snow Caps. And that one's really pretty also. Oh, I'll do the front so you can see the name just in case. That one's Snow Caps. And then the other haul I got. So these are from Weston, which is Mrs. Jones. It's Holly's mom, and she makes project bags, and she just puts them once in a while on Instagram. And I think I put my name on every single bag when they went up for sale, because I would put my name in refresh and I'd be like 4 spots down. So I actually didn't think I won any of them, and I actually ended up winning 2. So I was super excited about that. So this is the first one. Just so cute. Here's the back. And then it has a cute, they have both the same insides, a yellow gingham plaid inside. And then this is the other one. They're so cute. And again, if you follow Mrs. Jones Stitches Holly, she generally posts for her mom when they're going to go up for sale. But if you follow, I'll make sure to link it below. It's Weston 1959, so that you know when she's going to do a sale again. So, and yeah, my Madra plaid, I was doing the winter, which again is kind of supposed to be up during winter Valentine's time, which now I've taken down. I do still have one more row to go, so I do hope to finish that this week also, since that is a stitch along, and fully finish that. And again, put it away for next year, which is fine. Speaking of stitch along, so I will be starting, like I said, the PC Hive Rules. I just need to decide on that fabric next Wednesday. That starts on the 1st. And then my friend Linda, who's Stitchy Linda on Instagram, asked me the other day, did I want to do a stitch along with her? So we're doing it on Instagram, as well as our local needlework shop, Brick City, has a Facebook page called Brick City Stitchers. So you're welcome to join that, and the shop ships to people. So she's doing all kinds of pre-orders right now for market. And so we're doing the pattern is a Nashville needlework exclusive, which I basically, this means I think it goes to everyone at Nashville gets it for a certain amount of time, whether it's a month, 2 months, or whatever. And then eventually they do release it out to everyone else. But it's called A Stitcher's Garden by Tiny Modernist. And so this is and Linda will be doing it with the called for colors. But of course, I've already told her that I'm going to change it because I need to have some aqua in there and less red. So I feel like I'm going to take out most of the red and add some different aquas and pinks in there. So I need to look at that. But so there's a hashtag for that, A Stitcher's Garden Stitch Along, and then Brick City Stitchers Stitch Along. So we'd love it if more people would join. So get on the pre-order list to get that from Tidy Modernist pattern from your local needle workshop or your online shop. Or again, you can always join Brick City Stitchers and do a pre-order with her. So let's see. So we're going to do a few giveaways this week because since I was out last week, I feel like I wanted to do, and I lost my piece of paper. Here it is. Okay, so the giveaway from the week before was one of my floss catchers in a bee fabric. And the winner of that is Deanna Grove 3376. So Deanna Grove 3376. So if you would like, Deanna, please look in the description below. You'll see my email. Please email me that you won and send me your email address and shipping address, and I will get that sent out for you. Speaking of the floss catchers, before I do giveaways for this week, so I just randomly put them on my Instagram account, which is simplystitchingocala, and you can turn on notifications. That way you can see when I post something. And I am doing a sale on Friday. It'll be a smaller sale. So I have 6 of these different thread catchers that say be grateful, be yourself, be joyful. Like they have different bee sayings on them. So I'll have 6 of those. And then I'll have 6 of these, which are a sewing, stitching type fabric. It has bobbins, it has thread, it has floss, buttons, yarn. It's like a crafter's one. And I'll have 6 of those also. So those will be, again, on my Instagram, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Friday, the 24th. So giveaways for this week. So Carolyn at Fab Shabby Rose graciously, sorry, I'm having issues today. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay, I apologize. Still sick. I was going to wait to do this. So she graciously donated one of her pretty bags, and I'm not sure. This looks like it might be Pioneer Women fabric. And it's wrapped up. It has a cute zipper pull that's a heart. And then also inside is a cute floss holder to match with it. And again, so that's going to be one of the giveaways. That's going to be number 1. And it's Carolyn at that's her address on the card. And it's Fab Shabby Rose. So you can go check her out on on Etsy. I will make sure that I link her below. And I so appreciate her donating that for a giveaway. So that's going to be number 1. And then the wonderful ladies at Primrose, Emily reached out to me and they donated some patterns. So number 2 for the giveaway is going to be Shamrock Wishes and Irish Kisses from Primrose Cottage. That's going to be number 2. And then number 3, also from Primrose, is this one, Lucky Love, and that one's by Katie of the Primrose Girls. So I really, really appreciate them donating those for a giveaway. So that's number 3. And so the question I think I want you to answer is, what market release are you looking forward to most? And I would say I can't wait to have Primrose Cottage new one. I would rather be stitching. And my husband's been wanting to get these for like 2 years, and we were moving and housing and all this stuff. but we are on the list to get the bee nukes next month because we're in Florida. So super excited about that. We already have all of our stuff set up, just waiting on our bees. So I really can't wait to start that one. And of course, I can't wait to start this Stitcher's Garden by Tiny Modernist also. So just let me know what is your favorite market release. And then if you want number 1 for the project bag, number 2 is for Shamrock Wishes, and number 3 is Lucky Love. Or if you want all of them or some of them, just make sure you put 1, 2, 3 in the same message. So, okay, that is a little bit of a shorter video. Again, don't have any fully finishing. Thank you for bearing with me during my coughing, not feeling good episodes. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and I love sharing information with you guys. If you ever have any questions, you can just message me. I'd love for you to follow me over on Instagram, simplystitchingocala. Go follow some of my friends. Everybody loves Alicia at the Fancy Flamingo, and Jessica at Sweetwater, Holly at Mrs. Jones Stitches, and Hannah at the Stitch Fairy. Those are some of my YouTube-y stitching friends, but also stitching friends in real life. So I'd love it if you'd go follow all of them and follow us on Instagram. And just can't wait to see more of your stitching. And I hope to get more projects finished this week that I can share with you. And I hope everybody has a great week. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.